Hello, my name is Austin, and I'm a heart parent. My son Grayson was diagnosed with hypoplastic left heart syndrome when he was 4 days old. He was meta-flighted to Oklahoma City, and we spent several months living in a PICU there. But I'm not here to tell you about Grayson. I'm not here to talk about your child. You have a medical staff who can do that far better than I ever could. But what I can talk to you about is you, and what you're going to do to get yourself through this experience intact and whole. This is a very trying time, especially these first few weeks. It's very easy to feel overwhelmed and completely out of control. Frankly, all you've got to do right now is keep going. Put your nose down and keep pushing, and you'll catch up. I don't feel like it, but you will catch up. You will get to speed, and you will be fine. Now, one way you want to do that is to take some notes. You want to take notes of who visits your child, what doctor comes in, what orders they make, what things they change from the previous doctor, anyone you talk to financially. Big deal there. You want contact information. Months from now, when you're ready to deal with it, when you're ready to think about the financial side of this, those notes can save you so much trouble. And it helps if you're switching. If you have multiple parents, grandparents coming in, you go away for a while, you come back, something's changed, those notes help. You know, the more detailed information, the better. Now, the next part's kind of hard to think about because it means being a little bit selfish. You've got to take care of you. That means eating well, getting some exercise, and trying to get some sleep. None of which is easy when you're in the hospital. The cafeteria is terrible, there is no real place to exercise, and the beds in the rooms are, well, they're ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But all of those things are essential because you are your child's advocate. You're their voice. You're the one who's got to make the decisions for them. And if you're not thinking clearly, if you're not well rested, if you don't have good energy and good food, you're not going to make the best choices. You're not going to see things that you might see otherwise. So I'm not going to tell you how to eat well. I'm not going to tell you how you need to go get your exercise. But you've got to do it. Now, for us dads, there's another tough part. And that's letting people help us. People want to help. You know, as much as you would gladly trade places with your child and be in that bed, in their place, being the one getting care, folks out there, your family, your friends, your coworkers, they want to do things to help you. Now, I'm not saying you have to ask and go begging for help, but when they offer it, take it. Now, that actually brings up a good point because one of the ways you can let people help is through meals. And we have a great tool that our parents and grandparents and the generations before us didn't have. And it's odd to talk about here, but it's the internet. There are a number of sites where that can help you out in these regards, one of which is called Mealtrain. There are 2 or 3 others. These are places where folks can schedule in a way to come when they deliver meals. You know, if you've got another child at home like we did and there's one person at home, people love to bring you covered dishes. Well, they can schedule who's going to bring a meal what night, who's going to provide what to you what time. Another thing we used a lot was a site called CaringBridge. And again, there's a number of these that are basically journals that you can put up for people in a bad situation, like your child. And folks can sign up to get alerts and details because everyone wants to know. You know, 20, 30 years ago, this was all about phone calls and prayer chains and people calling and relating messages. And this way you can get the information that you want controlled. You decide who hears what, when, and how much you put out there. And you can do it right from your phone or computer or whatever you've got. I can't say this enough. Your nursing staff, they're your best friends. Treat them kindly, treat them with respect. They've got a lot going on. They've got high demands, and I promise you, when your kid needs immediate care, they'll be there. They'll be there with you. You're going to get through this. I can't promise you it'll be a happy ending. Some are, some aren't. But at the end of the day, the time we have is precious. The time we spend with our child, even in the hospital, is precious. Keep going, keep plugging, and we'll be here to support however we can. God bless.